dynamic is the man who leads the brigade.
Rasslin Rage T-shirts are available on ProWrestlingTees.com/Rasslin Rage. Just click the link in the description to visit our store on Pro Wrestling Tees website. Every shirt is 100% cotton and available in sizes up to 5X. Show your love for Rasslin Rage and get yours today.
It is your favorite social media influencer turned professional wrestler, Forever Young, and you are watching Rasslin Rage.
Yo, what is going on? I hope my mic is working and everybody can hear me. Unfortunately, Josh is running a little behind, so, the show must go on. I'm your man with the plan. That's right, the guy that started it all 6 years ago, 6 years ago, something like 2017. So that'd be, something like that. Yeah, so 6 years ago. So I want to welcome you to the stream. This is Rasslin Rage. Back in the past, Rasslin Rage was known for its results show. And we're kind of doing that still, but we're mixing it up a little bit. Instead of giving you all the results, we're just going to give you some general results, kind of go over a couple things, give you opinions and maybe, facts and things like that. But it's just going to be a general conversation. It might not be tonight if Josh doesn't show up. So we'll definitely see how this goes. I want to remind all of you that are watching tonight, make sure that you go down in the description on YouTube or on Facebook and check us out on social media. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have it all. We have lots and lots and lots. Matter of fact, I think I have where to go here. Let me make sure I got. I want to make sure I get this going so that everything. There we go. Yay! We got it. Sweet. It's there. So I also, again, thank you for joining the stream. I want to remind you that if you're watching on Facebook and you're on the MIW group or in the MIW group, you do have to give StreamYard permission to display your name when you comment, because when you comment, I can display your comments up here for you to see, like this. What a roller coaster of a weekend from our friends over there on a Forklift Wrestling Podcast. But yes, and they say they can hear me. They're over there on YouTube, which is the easiest way for your name to be displayed here so that you can see all this wonderful, if you want your stuff to come up here, you can do that. Hey, and he's here. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Punctually late as per the usual. We are live, by the way.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Hi, Dr. Mac.
Yeah. So I was just thinking, if you go over there to the Rasslin Rage.
I turned my volume up and you got quiet. Oh, because that's there.
Oh, well, anyways, can you hear me now?
That was my fault. I'm good now.
Okay, well, I was just thanking everyone for joining us to the stream and reminding them that they, if they're on Facebook, they have to give StreamYard permission for us to display their name if they want their comments displayed during the stream. And I was also telling them that the easiest way for them to have their name displayed when they comment is by going over to r2youtube.com, because like our buddies over there on Forklift Wrestling Podcast, as you can see, it just popped up there. Yep. They're over there on YouTube, so you can see their stuff. Do you happen to be on in the Google Drive or no?
That's what I'm trying to get you right now.
Okay, well, I'll keep going then. I will like to remind also all of you out there to smash that thumbs up on YouTube, or if you're on Facebook, smash the thumbs up as well, and to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're over there on Facebook after this is over. If you want to go now, head on over to r2youtube.com, or it's youtube.com/@RasslinRage, but the easy way is r2youtube.com, and give us a subscribe, man. We'd really appreciate that. This episode of Rasslin Rage is brought to you by our wonderful sponsors. I have yet to figure out how to get a scroller going of their logos. I will get it done eventually. I was doing my best today to do it, but it just wasn't working out for me. So our sponsors are PKSA Karate Port Huron, American Wrestling Experience, Kaos Wrestling Organization, and For Us Wrestling. All of their information is available down in the description. As I said, please make sure you check all that cool stuff out and give them a like and a follow and subscribe. We're going to be right back in like a hot shake of a stick or something like that. I mean, we'll be back. Yeah, something like that. We're going to talk about FU. We're going to talk about chaos. We're going to talk about $20 because $20 is $20. We're going to talk about tables. We're going to talk about new champs. We're going to talk about another new champ and chicken because I like chicken. I love chicken a lot.
Chicken's great, dude.
It's
the best.
It is. So after this.
It's time to talk about Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment. Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment.
All right. So, yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about indie wrestling. But you know what? You know what I noticed, Josh? See, and you missed it because we did I made a new intro video for Rasslin Rage. It's the same song, right? Here, you want to see it? Here, let's go. Here we go. Watch. So we're going to replay the intro music. So here you go. Oh!
And there's nothing else I can say to that, but damn!
This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
Rasslin Rage T-shirts are available on ProWrestlingTees.com/Rasslin Rage. Just click the link in the description to visit our store on Pro Wrestling Tees website. Every shirt is 100% cotton and available in sizes up to 5X. Show your love for Rasslin Rage and get yours today.
It is your favorite social media influencer turned professional wrestler, Forever Young, and you are watching Rasslin Rage.
So yeah, that's the new video.
I like it. There's a lot less people that shouldn't be in there.
I thought you'd like that. I made a little like the Rasslin Rage intro video had a lot more. The not the original, but the last one had a lot more me and none of y'all. But this one has more of y'all and a few wrestling things going on in there. So we did that, made it up. And, one thing that I've noticed that I'm not liking about this StreamYard, Josh, is we had a lot of customizable things that we could do with what we were using before. And it's just not quite as customizable as I would like it to be, or I don't know how to customize it quite as much as I'd like to. But it's there. It's convenient. It works. That's all that really matters. And so we're going to continue to use it for now. So this weekend, man, 2 great shows that I was a part of. Unfortunately, Josh was only able to make it to one of them. But first, we're going to talk a little bit about For Us Wrestling, dude.
Hell yeah.
It was a great venue. It was Foaling Warehouse over there in Ypsilanti. What do we got here? 20 is 20, Ethan says. 20 is 20. But yeah, so great show over there. First time at the Folding Warehouse, not for me, but for us wrestling. Yeah, definitely for us wrestling. Some big things that happened, though. And we're not going to really talk, like, we're not going to give you all the results. We're just going to kind of talk about it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I do want to talk about, Josh, and I'm going to rub it in your face a little bit, is I got to see Jackson Stone, and I got to talk to him for a little bit and give him a big hug and tell him I miss him and tell him I'm proud of him. So there was that.
You don't give Jackson Stone a big hug. Jackson Stone gives you a big hug.
This is true, but I did give him a hug.
Yeah.
But he was in that big we spent the budget on this scramble. And Solo won that, but it was only because all the big guys were distracted amongst themselves. And no offense against Solo, he was smart about it and got that win.
Hey,
great
that's
match.
what you gotta do. If you're not the biggest guy in the ring, you can't be the strong. You're not the strongest guy in the ring. You got to be the smartest guy in the ring.
That's true. That is very true. And so, the $20 that's the 20. I do want to confirm that nobody, in fact, put Eithan James through a table. I did put a social media post out there that I am before the next FU, I will be adding another $20 to this, which will take that up to 40. But that's going to probably mean another table or something. There's got to be something involved there. I've got to get more than a table out of this, right?
Right.
There is that. What is this going on? What is that from up there? Am I bleeding out up there or something? Oh well. All right. But anyways,
Jack, there's still 20 for putting Cody through a table.
Oh,
Just saying.
Yeah. Well,
I ain't praying, but that's because it goes in your wallet.
I tell you what tables I don't want to go through.
Those ones from Chaos.
So, the tables from Chaos. No, I do not want to go through those tables. Thank you very much. Like Aaron O'Ryan was on one of those tables, and then Mongo went through that, and it didn't, or was it I can't remember, but somebody just bounced straight off the table. Like, yeah, it was not. They didn't. Yeah, the shows. Excuse me. Kelly Bailey says that show was great. Yes, it was. So for us wrestling, we got some new champions over there, dude. A couple belts, all new champions, actually. Let's just talk about that, right? Oops, All Bangers 2, we've crowned all new champions. We got new trios champions. We got a new people's champion. We got new Best Friends Forever tag team champions. We got what else? And we got a new 24 Karat Lion champion. So we got all new champions. So we'll just start it off. The Trios Championship, this is one of the things I'd like to talk about. So we're going to go into a little depth about this. The Bosom Buddies were defeated by the Beale Street Boys, and they're calling themselves something else. I totally forgot off the top of my head. Ethan probably remembers if he's in there. But they're going to call themselves something else. But they won the 6-man tag titles, the Trios titles. But you noticed, if you noticed on the thumbnail for tonight's episode, it specifically has the number 2 belt on there. Now, for those of you that don't know, that's my belt. And so these are facts. Whether you like it or not, it's just that's the way it is. But that's my belt. And I lost my belt fair and square to the Bosom Buddies. And then, then they lost my belt. And now it's come full circle. That number 2 belt now belongs to KJ Reynolds. So I'm in favor of this. I'm okay with it. He can now possess my belt. I'm perfectly okay with it. It's yours now.
I'm sure it takes a load off of KJ's mind that you approve of him having the belt.
Absolutely. I even said it to him I watched him when he come out. Like I seen Ryan Matthias, and I think he had the number 3 or something like that. And he walked out, and then KJ, I'm like, oh, he had the number 2. I was like, oh, that's amazing. That's great. Thank you. Right. But so the trios titles, new champs. Now there's a ladder match. That was the main event. So we'll talk about this one first. We'll talk about the before we went into intermission. It was 24 Karat Lion Championship. The Tiger, the Great Tiger versus Adam fucking Wick. And the Great Tiger is now your champion. So
he's a champion that we can get behind.
well, now the question becomes, is FU Wrestling going to have to hire a full-time Tiger Knees interpreter?
They have one. He's on the commentary team.
But he's not he can't just go interpret when he's out there. He has to be on commentary. What about when he's in the locker room? How's he going to tell people things in the locker room? He needs somebody to clarify it for him so everybody knows.
Sometimes I forget you're from an older generation, Cody. See, younger people like myself, we've watched enough anime that when people talk in foreign languages, there's just subtitles underneath of them. Personally, it's too many Godzilla movies for myself. So, like when the Great Tiger talks, I see the subtitles underneath of them.
How high do I have to get to see subtitles?
That's the problem, Cody. You're too high. You don't see it.
What the fuck? I'm getting scammed. This is not
Sorry.
right. I want to be able to see subtitles.
You got to be less high like me or more high like the Guru. See, Guru doesn't see the subtitles, but he hears all languages.
You just blew my mind, bro. You really did, because I don't see subtitles, and I want to be able to see subtitles, man. Like, do I have to buy an implant or some shit, or what do I got to do?
No, you just got to watch a lot of Godzilla movies.
Okay, I'm gonna have to start that soon. I don't know if I have enough time for that, for sure. I don't know. But anyway, so next up we have, let's see here. What else should we talk about? Oh yes, I do want to talk about this first blood match, though. You know, we were talking about championships. Xander Bennett and Aaron Daniel Norman defeated Alex Van Zant and Jamie Eternal in a first blood match. And I do want to say that it did look kind of like there may be some hostility between Alex Van Zant and Jamie Eternal at the end of the match.
There has been hostility between those two from the second they were born, I think, but definitely at least as long as they've been a tag team. A bitter hatred, I think, is what keeps them together.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. So
they're like an old couple that just hates everyone else a little bit more.
So, Josh, did you hear about that new podcast that's coming?
I did not.
Oh man, you should have heard. It's called Jeremiah Goldmain, right? And TP Tom on a Ladder podcast.
It works.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, according to Clinton Davis, though, they're limited to a 6-foot ladder because per their contract, Jeremiah and them cannot be higher than on a forklift.
I'm sorry, I've met Jeremiah and I've met on a forklift. Jeremiah is normally higher than on a forklift.
You said it, not me. He said, over to who? Them? So on a forklift says, I've already sent the lawyer my paperwork over to, or my lawyer over, something like that. Yeah, I can't read. But yeah, so that's hilarious. That's great. I challenged Jeremiah to a smoke off. Oh, you'll lose, dude. You will lose. We need to do that. Okay, that's the next Voltron series. All right, we're going to call the Voltron the smoke out. And you two, we're going to do it on both channels, and you two are going to smoke each other out, and whoever taps out first is the loser.
Dude, there was a point in time a while ago. You might not remember this because you were fucking gone. Like, when we got in the car, you immediately just went to sleep on the ride home.
Where was this? Where were we at?
This would have been at the first time that TKW was at the Trade Center when I did the debut of 24 Karat Lion.
Did I eat ice cream?
You did.
That's why. Because I ate a bunch of edibles.
Jeremiah was still like, dude, he was straight as an arrow. The dude's not normal. I've seen him eat DBA and not flinch. I've seen him get... The man's had more greens than Popeye and still been fine.
I agree with On a Forklift Wrestling Podcast.
100%. You got to get a sponsor, though. You got to get Jars or Pure or someone to sponsor that.
Oh, yeah. It would be we could they could probably get mint cannabis to do it, and it would probably, dude, we could do something. We could figure it out. We could, let's make that happen for real. Write that down, Josh, right now. Write it down, please, because I'll forget. So, anyways, by the way, we write our shit down because we forget. I forget for sure. I can tell you that right now. Then we had in the main event that was that's why I bring up the On the Ladder podcast. Your new best friends forever tag team bracelet champions, Jeremiah Goldmain and TP Tom, Toilet Paper Tom, of Offset, defeated. Let's see, it was Jason DeMilo and Forever Young, which, by the way, Forever Young turned on Jason DeMilo. And then we had the Made Men, and then we also, who else was in there? There was somebody else in there too. The SATs
Leon and Babyface Jay Leo.
Oh well, that's the Made Men, dude. And then Ace Evans and no, that wasn't it. That's not the one I'm looking at. There we go.
Keith.
Who? Oh yes. Jonte was in there. Jonte was hurt a little bit, and thankfully he's okay. So everybody, just so you know, Jonte is doing A-okay. All right. So good. We talked about the $20 is still on display. It's sitting right here on my table, and it's not going anywhere. But again, we're going to add 20 to that for the next FU, and I'm hoping that we can add and make it a little bit more elusive, not elusive, but more painful. And that's a good word. And Legos on the table. We could do something like that. And I just want to say that, as the description says, this is for the injustices towards my friend and the co-host of On a Forklift, Clinton Davis, because, Eithan is incredibly rude and mean to him, and he gaslights him. And so this is very deserving, and Clinton agrees. And cool. We're going to make that happen. Hopefully, because $20 wasn't enough, apparently. So hopefully 40 is. We'll see. Maybe they'll let that thing get up even higher. You just never know. We're going to get into the next day, though, man. Dude, we were all in the house for this one. It seems that Danny's out. Danny's in the house for Kaos Wrestling nowadays, and it's just me and for us with Guru, and then it's me with Caden over there at XICW. So I've got 1 gram Jeter on that 22. That's great. I like it. I'll display that so everybody could see. But yeah, so we were in New Baltimore at the Civic Center, and this was Kaos Wrestling's second event in New Baltimore, third event overall. Did pretty well. They had it
was standing room there was a period of time where you had security having to escort people to open seats because you had probably about 25 people that were just standing there because they couldn't see seats.
Yeah, they were there though. They definitely were there. There were two VIP matches that happened before the main doors open. If you had VIP tickets, you got to watch your VIP matches. And then after the VIP, it opened up, or it didn't, but there's here it lists. I want to talk about this one. Something very interesting. Kaos Wrestling has started with these rules for their Pure Michigan Championship. And I'm going to go over those rules real quick for you. I have them right here. I sent them over to everybody so that they could review them while we were going through the match, while the match was happening. So the rules for the Pure Michigan title for Kaos Wrestling. Number 1 rule, each wrestler has 3 rope breaks to stop submission holds and pinfalls. That's any rope break. That means if they grab the rope at all, that counts as a rope break. That's number 1. Okay? If he's being held some way, he grabs the rope, that's a rope break. That's how it works. Once they get to 3, they exhaust all their rope breaks, and then now it will not count. So therefore, the ref will not stop the motion, will not stop it. It will keep going. Does not matter. It now becomes legal. There are no closed fist punches permitted. However, you can smack the shit out of your opponent if you need to. That's open hand, bam. Okay, those are definitely permitted. Open hand to the face, permitted. You can use closed punch, closed fist to the body, but you cannot hit him with the low blow. Okay, that can't happen. All right. The first use of a closed fist to the face receives a warning, which we did see in this match we're going to talk about. Maximilian got a warning. The second use of a closed fist to the face results in a DQ. Here is the best, I would say it's the best part, but say you get disqualified and you're the champion. All right. Listen to this. The title can change hands via disqualification and countout. So if you're the champion and you get DQ'd, you lose the title. What do you think about that? Not only that,
champion's advantage is something that makes it easier to hold on to that belt once you have it. Taking that away.
Not this one. Now here's another one. Here's the thing. The count out. Also, you're counted out, you lose your title. If they beat you down bad enough to where you can't get your ass back in the ring, you just lost your title. Have a nice day. See you later, ex-champ. Right? All right. So here is another thing. Now, I like this rule, outside interference. So that means anybody from the locker room. That could be a referee. It could be ring crew. That could be whoever. Outside interference will result in automatic termination from the roster for the wrestler that interferes. That means you're fired. Yes, sir. That is correct. If the title match reaches a time limit without a winner being declared, the winner is decided by panel of 3 judges. Who those judges are, we don't know. It'd be really cool if I was one of them. But, wow. What?
It was us last night. Now you're like, it'd be cool if I was one of them.
Every man for himself.
No man is an island, Mr. Fleming.
Somebody that's in the group that hasn't given approval to StreamYard, it says, please don't put the hoochie daddy through a table. They don't want the hoochie daddy to go through a table, but I mean, it's going to happen, whether you like it or not. Just saying. Now, this is something we have to talk about. I want to talk about this travesty that I've witnessed. The travesty is there's a guy going around calling himself the High Guy. The High Guy. High Guy. H-I-G-H. High Guy. Okay. Now, I know one high guy, but he's in tie-dye. That's right. The Guru. Or, as I like to call him, Nemo. I will like to say this. The high guy in tie-dye is truly the high guy. The high guy, alleged high guy, the imposter, as I like to call him, he was given a pen in, what would you call that? Like a peace offering, Josh? That's what we'll say. We'll say
yep.
He was offered a pen as a peace offering, and he knocked it out of his hand. Therefore, sir, you cannot call yourself High Guy. You have been denied. You are denied the name, and you must rename yourself now.
The Low Dude.
The Low Dude. Yeah, you're low. All right, you're very low. But I just wanted to point that out. So Father Marquis defeated Solo and Royce Carney III, and the High Guy, imposter, as I'll call him. He's the imposter, okay? The High Guy. And then afterwards, Royce Carney III took out the High Guy for the Guru, and then the Guru decided to keep beating him. Now,
he deserved.
We were talking a little bit about these tables, Josh. Those tables were insane, were they not?
Oh, it hurt to watch.
Yeah,
they did not break. That first table took 3 tries to break.
Yeah, I will tell you this. Hello, whoever's saying hello out there. If you are, because it says Facebook user, just so you know, you have to give StreamYard permission to display your name. If not, just head on over to r2youtube.com and it'll display your name so you can see your comment. And hello, Jeremiah Goldmain, one member of Outset. Oh, here we go.
Cody, come on, man. Does it you don't feel any level of shame? No level of remorse?
Hey, Soul Taker's in the house. No souls matter. He beat up Darian Ultra.
He beat the snot out of Jerry.
Yeah, he beat the snot out of Darian Ultra, and the crowd was loving them some Soul Taker. Let me tell you what.
He almost got security for touching the shovel.
He was like, they were screaming "No souls matter" right from the beginning, right from the beginning, and then he gets in the ring, beats the snot out of Darian Ultra. I mean, I don't even know if he beat the snot. He definitely beat the soul out of him. That is for sure. And then they just kept chanting him, man. Thank you, Taker. They loved that guy. They loved him. They were hot. They loved that guy. But it was definitely a good night there. But we were just talking about this. The table matches, or the table match, the tables were tough. I can't find another word for it, but yes, they were definitely tough, very tough. There are some videos out there on social media that will, in fact, show you how tough these tables were, because they were very tough. FYI, just so you know. But we do have your very first ever Chaos Wrestling Tag Team Champions in Mongo and TJ Meyer, now calling themselves the Monster Squad. They defeated Aaron O'Ryan and Ryan Mathias. Now, let me tell you about this match, Josh. It was very interesting, wasn't it? Because both members of the tag team had to go through a table in order to be eliminated.
Yep. For the team to be eliminated. Once you went through a table, you were eliminated.
Right. But it's hard to eliminate somebody when the tables don't break.
Yeah.
That table, or those tables were insane. That's all I just want to say. They were insane. And then Jeremiah Goldman, he 2 nights in a row. He gets the Best Friends Forever tag team bracelets over there at For Us Wrestling. And then the next night, he ends up wrestling the Great Tiger and gets himself a big win over the Great Tiger.
Now, you're skipping over the fact that Johnny Delicious, the second greatest MC in the state of Michigan, said that he was going to get in the ring with Jeremiah Goldman. Jeremiah Goldman got in there, and he was ready to go at the Baconator himself. And then he backed out at the last second and brought in the Great Tiger to try to handle what he thought was his light work, but he forgot that the 24-karat lion will take the tiger out every time.
Yeah, for sure. Heather Blue was in the first ever women's matchup over there at Chaos Wrestling, facing Little Miss Honey Badger. But Little Miss Honey Badger got herself DQ'd.
Win for Heather. She had to be carried out of the ring. Win for Heather.
Very interesting.
A win's a win.
That's right. And then my fucking homeboy, because he is my homeboy, my personal homeboy, the Dread King Logan defeated Shane Douglas and Karam by eliminating, was it Shane Douglas that eliminated Karam? I think it was, eliminating Karam, and then Dread King Logan then defeating Shane Douglas to retain his championship. After the event was over, Chaos Wrestling Organization invited all the fans to take a picture with the new champions and current champions, the Pure Michigan champion, Zach Thomas, the Chaos Wrestling Heavyweight champion, also the Chaos Cup winner, the Dread King Logan, along with the brand new tag team champions known as the Monster Squad, Mongo
and Mon Squad.
The Mon Squad.
If Jeremiah Goldman says it, he's always right, 100%.
I thought it was the Monster Squad, but all right. So the Mon Squad, Mongo and TJ Meyer, when all hell broke loose. TJ Meyer and Mongo attacked Zach Thomas and the Dread King. Why, I have no idea.
What do you mean you have no idea? You watched the same thing I watched. Did you not pay attention?
Tell me why then, Josh.
Because the Dread King Logan and Zach Thomas, the scummiest of scummies, tried to split the tag team up. They said, okay, we're going to put the main championships in the middle. You guys go to the outside.
I don't see a problem.
What do you mean you don't see?
I don't see a problem.
All right, Cody, you're a former breaking champion, correct?
Hear me out. Hold on, and I will answer your question.
All right.
Symmetry, man. You got to have symmetry. Champions. Makes sense. It makes perfect sense to me.
You're a former breaking champion, correct?
How am I former?
I'm sorry. You are the champion for what year was it?
2011.
For 2011, you are the breaking champion, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Now imagine if at the same, I'm not positive how martial arts works, but at the same thing that you were at, if the person that won the championship for forms said, okay, I'm going to be on this side, Cody, you and your lesser championship go over here. You'd be upset. You'd break your ribs.
Whoa. If they said it was a lesser championship, yes, they never said it was a lesser championship.
They didn't say the tag team was lesser, but they said let the main champions be in the middle. So they didn't say they were lesser, but they did say they were greater. And you know what? That deserves a crowbar to the back of the head if you ask me.
Sir, we disagree on this. We highly disagree on this.
They disrespected them. They got what they deserved.
I disagree. You know what I do? I did get to get. So Shane Douglas was there. I did get to get my picture signed, by the way, and I got to talk to him a little bit. And this dude, he is sharp. Let me tell you that. He is a sharp guy. He remembered. He's like, was this? And then he was like, I don't remember. But he says it snowed that day. And I was like, I don't remember. He's like, yeah, it was like 8 inches. And da-da-da-da-da. He remembered all that shit, dude. But he man, it was really cool to sit down. I didn't really sit down, but I got my picture signed and talked to him for a few minutes and all that stuff. And it was great to see everybody. It was a good weekend for pro wrestling, for us wrestling over there at Fowling Warehouse. And then, you know, we had Chaos over there at the New Baltimore Civic Center.
Yep.
Jeremiah says also, let's be honest, the family photo crap was lame.
Facts.
I mean,
I don't go there for a good touchy-feely time. I go there to watch people beat the crap out of each other. And you know what I got? I got to see people beat the crap out of each other.
That's right. So August, dude. I don't know. I will have to. Jeremiah's in the room. He'll be able to tell us when the next FU is. I don't know when the next FU is, but I do know when the next Chaos Wrestling is. They got so they have a Sunday show coming up in New Baltimore. Okay, and this one is going to be back at the VFW. That's where the first Chaos Wrestling was. It's called Insurrection. It's at the VFW Hall, 7573 Banquet Hall. That is at 35011 on 23 Mile Road in New Baltimore. Already, I can tell you this. We already know at least 2 matches. We do know that the tag team champions will face Midwest Scum, the Dread King Logan, and Zach Thomas. And all belts are on the line.
Yep.
All of them. How that's going to work, no idea, but I'm sure we'll sort it out on that day. But this is August 13th, and then they have another event on a Saturday, August 19th, in Cadillac, Michigan, all the way up north. So you're going to want to check that out.
All the way up there. And on September 1st is going to be the next FU for Us Wrestling show.
So now we know that. So September 1st. So we got a couple months, man. We got July, September, July. Yeah, dude.
We're like halfway through July already, Cody.
Yeah, dude. We only got about a little over a month, but that's enough time. That's a good amount of time, if you ask me. But it's going to be a good time. And are we back at Renegades on September 1st? That's the next question.
Cody.
What?
Cody. You're supposed to know these things, man.
I don't know. Nobody told me. I asked for a calendar and I didn't get it. What do you want me to do? I can only do so much. Listen to you. I don't show up. Fuck off. Mister, I got 2 fucking jobs.
Yup.
How dare you? How dare you do such things?
And my supposed friend leaves before I get out of work.
Because I have to work there. Because I have to get there to set up. It's called being professional. I watched. Oh, excuse me, mister. I'm late. Anyways, now I'm going to put a $20 bounty on you to go through a fucking table. Damn it.
I'll put $20 and a pint of ice cream to the first person to put Cody Fleming through a table.
Oh, man, it's done now. You know it's over. You know I'm going through a table now, brother. It's going to happen.
Lily Price pint of ice cream. Yeah. I can see Cody throwing himself through a table and be like, chocolate, please.
Maybe. Something like that. Hey, Josh, why don't you remind them about our sponsors? I'm doing something real quick here.
I would love to remind everybody about our amazing sponsors. We have PKSA Karate Port Huron, American Wrestling Experience, Kaos Wrestling Organization, and your favorite promotion to tell your boss about, For Us Wrestling. Thank you all very much for sponsoring Rasslin Rage.
Ooh, you're so nice. You're really good, dude.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm
home.
Yeah, you're home, right? Okay, cool. Very good. Hey, also, don't forget, down in the description, all of our social media links are down there, along with our sponsors, as Josh so gracefully pointed out for us. And while I'm on the subject, please like and subscribe. Click the bell if you're over there on YouTube, please. That allows you to be notified of all the new content coming available right here on the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel. I am the man with the plan. They call me the boss man. I am Cody Fleming, and that is Josh Harper. They call him, I'm not saying it, I say Big K. You call it what?
Big K makes it sound like I'm the discount brand you get at Kroger. That is the pop that you get from Kroger. I'm not even Mountain Dew. I'm Morning Thunder or whatever the heck they call it.
Sorry.
That hurts.
There's a lot of things that hurts, dude. I mean, that's life, man.
Yeah.
That's life. All right, guys. I want to say thank you to everybody one last time. Josh, you got any closing arguments?
My closing argument is going to be, Cody Fleming, you skipped this earlier, and I will not let us go with the man of the plan being in the chat. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I would like to introduce you to the master of all things swag, to the 24-karat lion, to the swag master himself, Jeremiah Goldman.
You know, he says his name more than anybody else. We don't need you to do it too.
I've never, not once, heard Jeremiah Goldman promote himself. The man is the most humble person in all of Michigan independent wrestling. Okay, he never talks about himself. He always puts everyone and everything before himself. He's the most humble man I know.
Okay. Anyways. Oh man, dude. Again, I want to see subtitles. That's all I'm saying. What do I got to do? Shrooms, acid, scleeners.
I'll tell you what. This is what you do. You're gonna download Crunchyroll. You're gonna watch One Piece without the subtitles. And when you catch up to where they currently are, won't take you that long. When you catch up to where they currently are, you'll be able to see subtitles.
Are you sure?
Yep, 100%.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess. Well,
it's only 2 episodes, man. It won't take you that long.
All right, fair enough. So, I do want to get one last thing before we get out of here. I got to say thank you to the guys over there. Not the guys. Let me back that up. I want to say thank you to Clinton Davis and his brother, specifically during the match at For Us Wrestling. Big Murph put somebody into the table And when he put them into the table, this was not when Dante came over the top rope. It was actually he put somebody in the table. It ripped out my cord, fucked it up, left it into the audio mixer. If it wouldn't have been for those guys, I'm going to show you this if you can see it. These are supposed to have little prongs on them. They're gone. Yeah, they were inside the mixer. And I had no way to get them out. And we had no commentary at that point. And luckily, Clinton's brother had this extra set of cables, and he allowed me to use them the next night too, because that came in clutch. I was able to get them out. However, his cable's longer than mine, and I got to buy one now. But he had the 1/4 inch jacks left and right out to a 1/4 inch, or I think this is the 3 millimeter. I can't remember, but he was in there clutch. So thank you to him. Also, thank you to Clinton, because apparently my hotspot was sucking really bad, and he allowed me to use his tablet to stream. So I appreciate both of you guys. I thank you. You guys, helped out in clutch. So, shout out to the both of you. If you haven't already, please give them a like and a follow. They have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. They're also on YouTube and Twitch. On a Forklift podcast. They're in the chat if you want to click on there right now and head on over there and give them a follow and a subscribe. They got lots of cool stuff going on. They do more stuff than just indie wrestling. They do some games and shit over there, trivia. They do like challenges and breaks, and they do all kinds of different things. So, if you want to check them out, you should. They're our buddies. So we appreciate you over there. Thank you. Everybody out there, again, thank you. We're going to get out of here now. I just had to give that shout out for everybody. So later, everybody. Peace out.
This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage.